Hello guys and welcome here to the Lyft National Series race number 18B of 33 here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. Today we present to you in the second of our Pennzoil 150s here from Indy. I'm Brian here in the booth. Starting on the pole will be Austin Shaw in the number 48. To his outside will be that number 05 of Karen James. As we get ready to get going here, of course, last race, which was just a couple hours ago, didn't go so hot. Unfortunately, it was a pretty spread out race. Really no passing, no jostling for positions, but we did have a little bit of action. So we got a little bit of action, but nothing to bring out a caution. And Jean Sanford, sorry, we have a spoiler here. Jean Sanford came away with the victory. She is now in a good position to make the playoffs. Today, another person could add their name to that list or possibly improve their stats for the season. We'll see who does that. Of course, we mentioned Karen James on the outside pole. That 05 team, of course, one of the one race contract drivers. And of course, the other one, Mohammed Zain Abdullah, did very well in that race. So we'll see what Karen James can do now in her second ever Lyft National Series start. And that comes here at the same track she got her first start. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, before we get going again, we apologize for the downgrade in graphics and whatnot. I just have not had time to do it. I explained it in race A if you watched, but again, just working so much and just being very busy, it was starting to really make getting these races out quickly even more challenging. So we hope to bring back the graphics in the future, but for the foreseeable future we are not using graphics nor music in our videos in order to kind of speed up the editing process. But let's roll the intro and we'll be back with your starting lineup here from Indy in just a moment. DCN presentation starts right now. Here we go, going through the final corners here at Indy. The two Western New York Autosport cars starting on the front row. And they'll lead us down through the final turn into the front straight. It's going to be Austin Shaw, Karen James, the green flag flies. We're underway at Indy. See, we make it clean. Again, we mentioned earlier, turn 1, or lap 1, turn 1, going to be the place to watch, as that's going to be a big passing zone. How's about this? We might have a battle for the lead entering turn 1. Here comes the 05 of Karen James. Austin Shaw will lead the opening lap, though. Keep an eye on this. Here we go, the 05 looking inside. We might have our first pass for the lead here. Outside of lap 1, and we will. Karen James to the race lead. How's about that? Her second career start here in the Lyft National Series. And she is now the race leader. Of course, Karen James has run on the truck side the last few seasons. Hasn't even really made a cup start yet. And she is looking to get a win here today, which would really be a huge upset. For Austin Shaw, the win would put him closer, if not into, the playoffs. Now the 05 gets that lap led, as mentioned in the last race. After today, we go to Lucas Oil Raceway. So we stay here in Indiana, as we'll run Lucas Oil. Again, the truck guys ran there last night. And then the week after, we'll go to Pocono. Then we go to North Wilkesboro, then Memphis and Darlington. Those are the next handful of races coming up. We do have one more road course before the playoffs, and that'll be at Road America. So you won't want to miss that. But of course, today, some unsettled business here at Indy. We got to know who will be the second driver to kiss the bricks here at Indy today. Here comes Austin Shaw. He's setting up a run. And Austin Shaw's got to be sitting there thinking, man, what do I got to do? I mean, it is technically a rookie teammate in her second start. So you know for a fact he's sitting there thinking, man, how do I take advantage of this? How do I put the pressure on her? Because she's not really gotten much seat time in one of these cars. I was going to say he could be bold and aggressive and dive it into this turn, but he thinks better of it. Of course, a reminder, the Cup Series will run here tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. They'll have the Brickyard 400, which will be on the oval. So we can't wait to bring that to you here on GCN. So again, most of these guys don't really gain anything. Most of these guys running the Cup tomorrow for the double points race, they don't really gain anything by running this event. Because there's really no notes you can gain from running a different layout. We're going to have another battle for the lead. Austin Shaw right on the bumper of the 05. He's going to pull to the inside and do the same thing that Karen James did to him. And he's going to work it to perfection. Austin Shaw back to the race lead. How's about that for Karen James? At least getting a lap or two to lead and really get a feel for leading the race. That's impressive. It definitely shows. If we have another season of Lyft National Series competition as well as Gel Cup and Hitachi Truck competition, she may be one that gets the call up to the Lyft National Series for next season. It's definitely in the realm of possibilities. And here we go. The pit stops will begin. Oh, it's going to be a two-tire stop for the 05. That's an interesting strategy call. Karen James will go to the lead. Oh, the 44 is around on the pit lane. I don't think that was enough to bring out a caution, thankfully. Karen James, a bold strategy. But will this mean she has to pit for 4 at the next stop? Because if that 05 has to pit for 4 tires, they're going to lose a lot of track position. Here comes Austin Shaw. He has 4 fresh tires on that car. And now we'll get to see the battle between 2 and 4. Just look at how much deeper Austin Shaw can run on those brakes with those fresh tires. This may go down as a strategy to forget for the 05 team. And of course, if she can hold off the 48, this is the other thing. If she can keep the 48 right behind her when she pits, because that pit stall is right in front, or right behind Austin Shaw's, it will slow down that 48. But would it be enough if they went 4 and the 48 went 2? Would it be enough would be the big question. Like, enough to hang on to the lead, because I just don't know about that. Here we go. Austin Shaw looking for the clean air. He's going to get a run going into 1 and 2 this time. And I just don't think the 05 is going to be able to defend this. Here we go. 48 to the inside. And just like that, the 05 unable to defend the position. Austin Shaw to the race lead. Like I said, that may go down as one of the biggest fails in strategies there. And I mean, she now has to hang on for dear life. Coming to 4 to go this time. Or 5 to go this time, rather. Look at the lead. It's now 1.7. Of course, what will come into question now is pit strategy as we get into the closing laps. Of course, have 4 to go this time. Look at that gap just grow. You'll see it here in this next camera shot. Oh my goodness. Karen James needs to hope. Oh my gosh, 2 seconds. She's off the pace from the race leader. I like the 2-tire strategy, but she should have went with 4, honestly. Because now this is an insurmountable gap. And she's still maintaining a 5-second gap to the car behind her, but this is really gonna hurt her. And we'll see, do they pit this time? And I think the 48 is. So 48 is in. 05 is in, and not a second sooner there. Tim Horton's in. Zach Fitzwater, Sebastian Bennett, he caught the wall. It looks like as well. It's been a rough day for that 44 team. The 07, Nicole Hill. The 99 of Jessica Ward. 2 cars actually stayed out. Left side's going on the 48. See, that's where they should have played the strategy. To go with 2. Karen James is off second. Now with 4 fresh. We'll see. Maybe she can chase down the 48, but I think this is going to be a lot for her to overcome. And now the other question is, these two on different strategies, how does that change everything? You know, by pitting later, does this hurt them in a way? Now you see Nicole Hill is in, so is Jessica Ward. Here comes the 48. And this isn't even going to be much of a challenge. The 48's going to pass them by a mile. Two to go. It's going to be left sides, but it won't even matter. There's Austin Shaw. Could Nicole Hill? Keep in mind the merger off the pit lane. Pretty simple. No, they won't even get the 05. I mean, they may come out with the top 5 out of this. Oh, there goes the 07 battling with Nick Lange. Nicole Hill looks to have third for now, but she's also on cold tires on the right side there. So this could be an intriguing battle as we get through 5 and 6. Here we go. They're coming to the white flag this time. It's going to be 1 lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. For Austin Shaw, can he hang on? It looks like he might be able to. The gap is 6 seconds. And something is not right with that 05. They are so far off the pace. For Austin Shaw, it's been kind of a rough go this season. Obviously being in the bottom 19 race here, that should tell you a lot. Boy, it's been some exciting battles at the front, though, today. He had to battle with his one-off teammate in that 05. We weren't sure how that one was going to turn out. I had my doubts in that one. But ultimately, some bad pitch strategy works in his favor. And through the final corners, how's about this? Austin Shaw, he's going to come out of the final turn, and he's going to win here at the Brickyard. Congratulations to the 48. I believe that's their first win of the Lyft National Series season. But with that, we want to say thank you for watching. We're going to show you your results and your standings, and we'll be back at Lucas Oil Raceway next weekend. Until then, goodbye everyone.